could this be the end of paid social as we know it?
Say chap, why the long face?
Well, you see, I'm just really busy, and I wish there was a way to schedule stories instead of having to do them manually.
Well, you may just be in luck.
Really?
Yes, Facebook is rolling out several updates for businesses, which includes the ability to schedule stories across Facebook and Instagram through the Business Suite.
So, you mean I don't have to use any third-party services?
You've hit the nail on the head there, chap. Businesses can create, publish and schedule stories to Facebook and Instagram by opening the Business Suite on desktop and selecting Create Story. Now, you can crack on like a good lad without worrying about having to step away and create stories manually.
That's really useful. Thank you, mysterious broadcast voice.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank the Zuck.
Up until now, we have only been able to add a swipe up link in Instagram stories if you have over 10,000 followers. Until now, because Instagram are working on adding a link button that everyone can use in stories, a little bit like how you can do music or location on stories at the moment. So watch this space.
If you own an iPhone and you've updated it this week, there's a good chance that you will have seen one of these messages pop up anytime you open an app. Now, this is all because of iOS 14.5, which is forcing apps to ask permission from their users about whether or not they want to be tracked across different apps. 80% are expected to say they're going to opt out of tracking. And if that happens, that means that the ability to track users across different devices is suddenly very limited. That means for advertisers, your ability to track conversions gets a little bit more tricky, and your ability to serve personalized ads gets a lot harder. If you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram right now, this will affect you. How much it affects you is up for debate right now. All we know at the moment is that it's going to be a bit of chaos. But then with chaos comes an opportunity.
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
So on that note, here are 6 things you can do to limit the impact of iOS 14.5 on your Facebook and Instagram advertising. 1. Verify your domain. You can do this in Business Manager right now, and if you haven't done it, there's a good chance your advertising is stopped. 2. Implement a conversion API so you can get server-side tracking from your website straight to Facebook. You'll probably have to speak to a developer about that one. 3. Agree on your 8 conversion events that you want to be tracking via Facebook directly. You used to be able to track whatever you want, you can now only track 8. If you're tracking more than that, your advertising stops. So make sure you've agreed your conversion events. 4. Anticipate a change in benchmarks. What you saw last week is probably going to look a little bit different this week, and it's probably also going to start shifting week by week. Not everybody's going to be updating their iOS immediately, so this will be a thing that starts coming in over this month. So watch your benchmarks closely. 5. Get better creative. Remember this, everybody is in the shit right now when it comes to optimization and tracking. The one thing you could do to stand out is by having shit hot creative. So really think about how you can get better cut through on paid social. So that means thumb-stoppingly good content. 6. Android. Don't forget about Android. It's actually 50% of UK mobile users right now. They're not affected by this at all. So what you could do is separate out a campaign directly targeting Android users, and you'll have all the conversion tracking that you want. So maybe set up a nice Android campaign. So those are some ways that you'll be able to minimize the impact of this change. And remember, everybody is in the same boat right now. So this is a great time to look at your overall strategy, to really freshen up what you're doing on Facebook and Instagram, and look at the creative and try and get a jump on all of your competitors. Chaos is a ladder.
Many who try to climb it fail.